Everyone, welcome back, or just welcome if you're new. So this is a Cherry Mania gameplay, level 12 for S rank. So a couple of tips and tricks. So just to get straight into it, Cherry, she's super good. She has, I think since the patch actually she's way better. She has a lot of tools that you can use. So that's forward special is one of them. It's very strong and it gives you some invisibility for some time, but when you land you're vulnerable, so you have to be careful when you do it, that don't go too crazy with it. That forward special as well is super strong, and you can just add some damage. Obviously you have to be careful with those because they give you green health, so use them when you want to finish a bunch of enemies at the same time. Here I really like to just bait Candy, throw some knives. So if you throw them right in the middle, she will receive them in the face. It's quite a big throw from Cherry, but yeah, she will get them, and then you can just do her by yourself, and she's a lot easier to deal with. So you should be able to finish her in one go like this. So you go on top of her, you beat her a little bit, you jump, you come back on top of her. You can do this 3 times, and she will take a lot of damage. Then is these sections, which is super tricky because you basically get assaulted from pretty much everywhere. So what I like to do here is stay in the corner. As soon as someone comes like close to me, I do this throw, which is super strong. And when I don't know what's going on anymore, I just use my special, neutral special. For Cherry, it's very good. It doesn't consume too much green health as well, so you can go crazy. But yeah, don't rely on it too much because you can backtrack. You not backtrack, but whatever. I think you understand what I mean. Hopefully. So she will come by herself in the end, and the same thing. You can just beat her like this. Here I kind of missed, but went back on it. I mean, they're quite easy caramel by themselves, just because as long as you don't stay on top of them, don't do anything, because they have small invincibility when they wake up, and they can kick you. It's super annoying when you get kicked like that. It's quite disrespectful from them. So now the music is getting a little bit hype, and the heartbeat as well. So those guys, I like to just line them up, let them shoot randomly, and then here try to get them together. You should be able to finish them in one combo like I did here. And then the Sparrow, also you should be able to try to group them together. So here I did actually a super good job of getting them clean, but just be careful when they wake up. They will jump me you, and there's not much you can do. So here I kind of failed because you should be able to get 3 of them, so I had to deal with them by myself. But it should be, again, done by themselves. They're quite easy with Cherry. You can just come from an angle, get that grab in, and then it should be quite easy. I like to don't have all the weapons here, because those Z, they take them. They are such OP guys. Honestly, they have some invisibility I don't even understand. They throw stuff at you, they catch things. Here it was just invincible. Hopefully I'm also invincible when I do that move, but here is I mean, you listen to the music, you go nuts. You're basically in survival mode. I haven't seen anyone doing this part really rationally. You're just trying to survive basically. So I was lucky that I got actually a sick combo, like almost 10,000 damage, which was good. Yeah, because you can get a lot of damage here. So you can get big combos, but there's so much likelihood that you get hit at some point. Yeah, you just throw me, I couldn't even land because at this point I didn't know what was going on. Here I was so scared that you would just throw the knife, and my primary goal was not to lose a life here, and I don't even know how I survived this, but I did. And I'll lose a life later anyway, but here I don't know how I survived this, but I managed to get through this alive, and with one decent combo, so I was pretty happy with that. Babu is quite tricky, yeah, again here he got me. Usually I'm trying to just beat him up a little bit, enough so that everyone else comes in, and then once everyone is more or less lined up, I'll do my star, and from the star here it's easy to beat everyone up. Yeah, again, you saw their invisibility they got. You really have to be careful when they wake up. They can kill your combos. So got another nice, decent combo in. And this now is not even over yet. You step into the new section. Now, I don't know what they did. I didn't really recheck the patch notes on the shadows, but I felt that before they were super easy. Sometimes they hit you, but it was so small. I think they definitely increased the damage or the speed or something, because now I'm really struggling a lot more to go through this section. So here I'm doing, I don't even know how I did that, but I was trying to just grab and get them, and here I got hit in my green health as well. But yeah, they can sometimes catch you, and if two of them start to throw things at you, they can definitely take a life from you. So yeah, I haven't found the perfect way to beat them. I think you have to jump around. So here I got hit by many of them. The problem is that here you only have an apple, and after you have. So if you want to, you have quite a difficult section afterwards. So if you want to save a little bit of health, which in this case I didn't, you really have to do well with them. But yeah, I have to improve that part. I think it was quite tricky, but I managed to beat them up. Didn't lose my life, but I'm in a bad state, and there's only one chicken for me for that whole section. I'm cleaning up the floor a little bit. Might use these later. So here I don't really have a choice but taking the thing straight away. This section I haven't practiced that much, so I don't really have a strategy that will work every time. I think you have to improvise. With Cherry, it's all about trying to get that grab again, because it protects you. I think doing what I just did, which is doing your star, is quite risky, just because. And not your star, your special. If you do your special, you're super vulnerable, and those guys, they can really hit you super quick. So here I don't have much health left to survive the 3 waves of guys, and I think I'll do a few mistakes as well, which didn't help me. So I'm trying to get in the corner and grab them, so that I can pretty much use them against each other. But here, you see how I kind of messed up a little bit. I mean, it was okay, but I took at my green health, and I think here I tried to grab them. Okay, I survived this, but now those guys, they're quite tricky. So one way I found with Cherry to go through these guys is to just do your forward special like this, and it's a bit of a gamble, but in this case it actually worked out. So I've just been running around the screen, survival mode, with these 3 gourmands, which are trying to hit me, and I don't know if I just got lucky or if I'm just smart, but yeah, it worked out so far until then. So this is where I lost my life. A little bit gutted, but I didn't want it to stop just because this level is quite long, and so it's good to practice all the different bits of it. So I felt like I'm gonna restart at this point. So then you have these rolling guys. Again, if you have some tips on how to deal with those, I mean, apart from letting them kill each other, but that doesn't seem like it's always the best approach. But yeah, really struggling to find a viable strategy. They really make very little sense. I mean, they're quite a funny addition to the roster, but to me it's quite tough to deal with them. So I've been trying to let them beat each other, but they beat me more than anything else. And here I was really a bit pissed because I didn't want to lose another life. So I finally used this ninja arrows, and it kind of worked. So I killed both of them, and then here with only him left, I got super scared that I would fail. So I was being very careful on missing him even with the stars. But finally got through him. After this, there's tons of life, so you're good. So I managed to go through that section, which is quite hard with losing 1 life. But my goal definitely now is to try to go through it without losing any life. I've seen people do it. Some of the, Premier League guys that are super good. They go through this without losing a life. But yeah, this shadow is super funny. I think they added him. It's kind of random the first time, but yeah. Now, Mrs. White. she used to be a little bit annoying, but quite easy. Now she's not as easy, but she's still super annoying. It's really unlikely that she will take a life from you, but at the same time, she just takes time, which pisses me off, because she's moving around, she's avoiding stuff. So yeah, you really have to, once you catch her, you have to try to do like big combos. So that's what I've tried to do here, by going on top of her and bouncing back, but for some reason I probably was stressed at this point. I was doing a decent run, and that I knew I might upload it on the channel and have to compete with Perfect from Luke. But yeah, so I was just trying to beat her up. But yeah, if you really want to, like, you really have to maximize each hit you have and each combos, because yeah, she will not give you that much opportunity to punch her and combo her. So even when I do these knee flying knees, that's all I do. Like, so now it's been like what, 2 minutes I'm jumping around and she's lost almost nothing. So yeah, you really need to. So here, yeah, and yeah, so here once you have her, you really need to make sure that you can beat her as much as you can. So that was probably okay. I could have beat her even more, but if you can bounce on her head 2-3 times, then you do. I like to just do defensive special here, just again to save time and take some of her health. But yeah, it can be risky, and I think I will get hit later on, actually, and be close to die, just because I've used so much of it, and because you can't really hit her too much. It's hard to recover it so quick. So here I'm doing decent, beat that shadow, which again, by themselves they're quite easy, but yeah, here I was kind of close to die, which would have sucked. I was actually saying the opposite, that it's hard to die with her, but if you're not careful, you can. So I was again doing the same strategy. She will go with her electricity. The best way to really avoid it is to do this defensive special. But yeah, it can cost you, and it will cost me a little bit, I think. So yeah, again, doing the same thing. I'm sorry this takes ages. I hope you guys don't drop the tips and tricks, but that's the thing with Cherry. Like, her damage are not huge. I used to play actually quite a bit with Adam, and I'm used to, even his basic combos are doing a lot of damages. So you do your you forward special and stuff, and you do tons of damage. But with Cherry, it's actually super hard to, I mean, she's better now, but still, so you have to, here I finally decided to use my forward special and do some proper damage. So I got there eventually, but she took a life and a half of myself, so I was still a bit pissed. Decided to take this shadow, because again, they're quite easy. Just jump on top of them and beat them up and get some extra points as well. Drinking some tea. So now you have to face those guys again. So you might have noticed that I carry this weapon all the way, and this is a known trick now, but I haven't seen anyone use it. It's actually super good. You can beat the final boss really easily, but you still have to deal with those two. So we'll use it afterwards, and they can be a little bit annoying now that Mrs. Y is better, basically. Before it was a piece of cake, but you have to try to keep them by in one corner, but at the same time they're not that easy, and they always move around. So here I had some good moments where I was able to combo them together, which is always good. But yeah, like the combination of getting hit by grenades here, I was so close to actually get that grenade. Hit by the grenade and her doing electricity thing. All of this actually adds up quite a lot of damage. So here I'm taking again too much damage for what it's worth. So yeah, she's quite good at just finding you now. Before she would just go diagonal, but now she, the electricity thing, she will come for you. So here she catch me, basically pretty good twin. So I decided to take the chicken because I don't want it to cut life, and I think I can manage. You'll see the final boss after this is easier. Here I have no idea why. I think I tried to get some grenade, but completely panicked. And then I realized I do have a star, so I used it, missed that guy, but still managed to hit him good at this point. So I was happy. Didn't get the combo, because she hit me. So she's gonna go for electricity again, and again, combination of the electricity and getting into the grenade, which is not the smartest thing for me to not avoid it, but I think at this stage he's super close from getting into the machine. They changed his life, so before he would go very quick, but now, yeah, he needs a good, I guess, 3/4 almost of health, and then he's back to normal. This is where you have to bring that weapon. This is where it's quite useful. So kind of a weird boss though, like overall. I mean, it's pretty good vibes, but I don't know. I like the Mr. X portrait in the middle. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you use that weapon, it does obviously a lot of damage. You have to deal with her though. So yeah, she will come and try to get you as usual. So I go up and down. Sometimes I hit her, but if you hit her too much, you lose the weapon. So you can see her is dead. She's still around though, and I was super pissed because I thought I was gonna die with that life. She doesn't go straight away. But here it's super easy. Like look at how much life it takes every time. So just 2, 3, and then you're done. And then I was pretty happy. I mean, I did lose a life, but my score was quite high for what I'm used to. So 43,000. I think you need about 39, 40,000 for S rank in this one. I got a couple times where I thought I did a good run, and just I missed a couple of thousand to get to that S rank. So yeah, here I got the S rank thanks to the health bonus as well, which helped a lot. But yeah, I was pretty happy. This is probably in the top 50 of the world. So yeah, if you enjoyed that walkthrough, please subscribe. We publish some fun videos about Street of Rage 4 mainly, and maybe some more stuff coming up. So I appreciate watching, and I'm out of here. Peace.